Good afternoon. This is a video on request about Singapore Malacca Transit Charter Preparation. So, for making this video, we will be taking the commencement of voyage as OPL East, Outer Port Limit East Anchorage, and the destination as Port Blair. So, we will be using the Admiralty chart catalog of the year 2021. This is the edition. Before you watch this video, I will prefer that if you could watch the whole video about passage planning, how to select charts. So this is just going to be a quick video on how to select the charts for Singapore Transit. Now going to the chart section, I'll be using the indexes. So the OPL is somewhere here and Andaman is here. So I'll be drawing a line here. So I'll be going through I2, I1 and I. So on my piece of paper I'll be writing I2, then I1, then I. I will not be taking it as I1, I2, I. I will be always maintaining this flow. So after I finish this, let me go to the chart selections. These are all reference pages and publication details. So we will go to the charts. Okay, this is the chart section. The chart starts from here. So the first is the world general chart of the oceans. So for the general chart of the oceans, since I will be transiting from somewhere here to here, I will be selecting 4073 because 4073 is going to cover the whole section. So I will be taking 4073. You can see 4073, this much it is going to cover. I will take 4073. Next comes, also I will prefer, depending upon the type of voyage your ship is going, you can either select 4073 or and 4071 if you are going west, or next connecting chart 4053 if you are going this side to the east, and 4052 if you are going in a direction of 090. So this, depending upon your voyage, you can select it. Next comes the world index of charts at a comparable scale. Again I will be drawing just a line. So the lines are going to connect 4508. This is 4508. Then comes, since I am getting a coverage till here, next 4706. You can see this. If I am going down, I can take 4707. So since I will be going here somewhere, so 4706 and 4508. 4706, 4508. I will write it down again. 4508, 4706. Then comes the indexes. So the indexes have started. It is starting with Bravo. Mine is I2, I1 and I. So I will be going to I2. This is I2. So I will take a position somewhere here. I will take it as somewhere here or here, depending upon where I am going to drop the anchor. So this chart I can take it as 2403. You can see 2403 is going to cover this much. Or if you want a better coverage, you can take 2869 also. 2869 will cover till here. So we'll start with 2869. So you'll, even if you're anchoring somewhere here or drifting, you'll start from 2869. Then comes 2403. You will be transiting somewhere like this. So in I1, I will write down I1. I2. I will write 2869, then 2403. if you look closely, you can see this specific area they have told to see inset 1. That means this is inset 1. They have made that zoomed in that point so that it's easy for me to select charts. So I'll just draw a line connecting all the places I'll be going through. So next comes 3831. 3831 is going to be a continuation of 2403. If you are confused, you can always take the latitude and the longitude. So if I am taking 1 degree 30 and 104 degree 30, on this page you can see 104.30 is somewhere here, and 1 degree 30, 1 degree is 54321, 1 degree 30 is somewhere here. So 2403, the next continuation chart will be 3831, 3831, and since I am coming down, the connecting chart will be 4042, and once again the chart that is going to connect it together with this will be 4041. 4041 comes till here, then the connecting chart is 4040. So I will write down these chart numbers: 3831, 4042, 4041, 4040. Now in this area, since I am used to transit, I know 4040 is a westbound chart. If you are confused as to which chart is going to be used, you can see 4039 is here. That means this is basically an eastbound TSS chart. But since you are going here for the first time, you can also take 4039, just in case if the ship is going to west, it has to come east. So you will take 4039 also, just so that you won't miss any charts. 4039, and after 4039 then the chart comes. You can see this connecting chart is 3833. 3833, you can see the chart. It's a big chart. So next comes, I'll write 4039. It is, just because you are going for the first time, you are going to use it. Then comes 3833. Now the inset has completed. We have completed the inset. Also, since you are not going to Singapore, you can always avoid these charts. This is all Singapore charts. If you are confused as to which chart is going where, you can always refer the page opposite. As you can see, all the charts 4030 to 4038, these are all terminal approaches and Singapore entry charts. Once you read it, you will know where this is going to go. So any confusion, you can clear it here. And once the inset is complete, I have already reached somewhere here. Then my next chart is 3902. 3902 will cover this much area. Let me see, 3902, and then comes CI1. That means I have already exited this place, CI1. So I will write down 3902, this much charts. Next comes I1. I1 is here. So this is I2. You can see the highlighted part of this, that means it is I2. So I have reached somewhere here, so I'll be going out like this. So the chart 3902 is going to cover a lot of region. Next comes 3947. You can see 3947 is getting connected with I2, 3947, and 3946 connects 3947 towards the northwest. Then comes 3940. Again, when you transit, you see C inset 2. So this is inset 1, this is inset 2. So inset 2 is basically for the port of Port Klang. Since we are not going to use this region, we will be transiting somewhat like this. Again, join your latitude and longitude to this point and you will get a good understanding of where you are going to transit from. So I1 I will write down 3947, 3946, and 3946 is joining 3940. So I will write down 3940. 3940 is here. So 3940 will just clear the whole area, and you can also take 2139. Even though you are not going here, just in case you want a better clearer picture, you can take 2139. So I will take 2139, and we have already cleared inset 2. Then 39, after 3940, 3940 is this area. Next comes, you can see 3945, 3945, 3921, this, then 3920, 3919. So I will write down the chart numbers: 3945, 3920, 3919. Again 3901 I will take. This is going to cover the whole area, so that even if I miss something, I will at least have a general idea of how I am going to go. So 3902 is getting connected with 3901 here, so I will take 3901, 3901, and once I am out into the Indian Ocean, they have asked me to go to I. You can see I is highlighted here, that means we have already come out. 3901, 3919, 3920, 3921, I missed out 3921, 3921, 3921, then 3945 is covering the whole area, then 3940, then inset. It's up to you if you want to take 2139 or not. Then 3946, 3946, 3947, and 47 is going to connect you with I2. Now again, if you have any difficulty understanding which chart you need to take, this part of the book will give you the title of the chart along with the scale, as well as to show if it is a port chart or something else. So 2139, if I am having a doubt, I can just check. See, 2139 is approaches to Pelabuhan Klang, so that means it is an approach chart. So 2139 I will not be taking it. This is how you can find out if the chart you selected is necessary or not. After this comes I because we have already covered I2, I1. Next comes I. So this is I. I is for the approach to Andaman. So you have to know where the Andaman Port Blair is. Since I know Port Blair is here, I will take 514, then 1398. I already reached here, and 83830. You can see 830 will take me outside I1. 830, this whole chart covers 830. And how I am going to go, maybe I'll be going like this. So 825 is going to cover this whole section, then 1398 and 514. So in I will write 830, 825, 1398, 514. Now if I am confused as to whether Port Blair chart is 514 or not, I can always go back to this page, and can see we will check for 514 chart number. 514 is Port Blair. You can see Port Blair. So that means it is an approach chart to Port Blair. That means these are the charts that I will be using. Starting from 2869, I will be ending at 514. Next comes the publications I will be using. So the publications that I will recur are going to be, so I will end the chart section because no more charts are needed. Once I finish the charts, then comes the planning charts. So you can see the section shifts to planning chart here. So in the planning chart, which all charts I need? These are world planning charts, world reference chart, maritime security charts. So maritime security charts maybe I will be recurring. Then the routing charts I might need it. Routing guides again I might not need it. Port approach guides, and the mnemonic charts. Mnemonic chart are for great circle sailing. So we are not doing any great circle here, so we will not be recurring it. Then plotting sheets, magnetic variation charts, and instructional charts. So under world planning charts, since we are doing a short voyage, we won't be needing any world planning charts. So if you want it, the chart that you will need will be 40. This is the chart 4002. 4002 will cover this whole area. So 4002 can give you that world planning chart. Then the routing charts. Routing charts are going to be charts for weather. So you are going from the South China Sea to the Bay of Bengal. So 5149 and 5148. So I will write under routing charts 5149 and 5148. Remember, routing charts are going to be for every month of the year. So depending upon the month, I will be selecting which chart I need. If I am going in the month of November, I will be using 5148 11 or 5149 11. So I have to select which chart I need. Next comes the mariner's routing guides. Since you are transiting a strait, basically all the straits are going to be covered with a routing guide. So the charts that are going to be covered are 5527, 5524, 5525, and the chart you can read out here which routing guide is for which place. So I will be using 5524, 5525 and 5527. Then the maritime security charts. So this maritime security charts, since I am transiting this place, I will be needing Karachi to Hong Kong Q6112 chart. So Q6112 Karachi to Hong Kong, this chart also I will be requiring. So under routing guide I will be selecting 5524, 5525 and 5527. Under maritime security chart I will be selecting Q6112. After that comes the planning chart. That planning chart is for different ports. So we'll check in Asia if there is a planning chart for Port Blair. So Port Blair, you can see it's Asia, South America, North America, Europe. So under Asia we will just check for the port. The country India is not having any planning chart here, so that means there is no planning chart for that place. Next comes the reference publications. So the reference publications, reference and plotting charts. So if you want the charts that are for mnemonic purpose, we are not doing any great circle sailing in this short voyage, so no need for mnemonic charts. Magnetic variation charts, if you need, you can use it. Instructional charts, again for Singapore, if there is any instructional chart we will select it. No, there is no. Okay, Singapore Strait and Eastern Approach, there is instructional chart. So the chart number will be, instructional chart will be 5118. 5118 we will take for Singapore Strait. Then the ocean plotting sheets we won't be requiring. UK practice and exercise chart we won't be requiring. Terrestrial sea baseline chart we won't be requiring. Mercator plotting sheets we won't be requiring this. Next comes the reference publications. The reference publications, you should know which all publications you might be requiring. So Mariner's Handbook NP100 we will select. Paper chart maintenance record you need. If you are doing if your ship is fixed with an ECDIS, along with a paper chart you will be needing 133C. Then the Ocean Passages of the World volume 1 and 2. Then a guide to practical use of ENC, again for ECDIS. Guide to ECDIS 232, again you need. How to keep your Admiralty charts, this also you need. Distance table you need. Guide to ENC, these are all for ECDIS you need. Then for paper chart 5011. Then the NP 735 for the ILA maritime voyage system, this also you need. Next comes the publications. So this is AASD, the pilots. So in the pilot, again you will just draw a line. You'll draw a line. So the line is going to go through 36, 44 and 21. So the ASD volumes that you will be requiring will be ASD NP 31, 44 and 21. I have written the publications that you might require. This is basically just for paper charts. I am not having ECDIS on board, so I'll be just maintaining with paper charts. These are the publications that I discussed that you will be requiring. Next comes AST finish, ALFS, Admiralty list of lights and fog signals. Again you will be just drawing a line. So once you draw the line, it is coming under F. So NP 79, this volume ALFS you will be taking 79. And after ALFS comes the Admiralty tide tables. the tide tables, again you will select the place you are transiting to. So volume 3 and volume 5, depending volume 3 and 5, just take the lat long and connect it. Andaman is coming somewhere here, so volume 3 will also be required. You will be taking volume 5 and volume 3 on Admiralty tide table, volume 3, volume 5. Volume 3 and volume 5 means 203 and 205. Next comes miscellaneous tidal publications, Admiralty Code Tidal Atlases. All this we will not be needing, so we won't be selecting it. Next comes the ALRS. ALRS, which all volumes you need depends upon the place. So we have 6 volumes in 281. We will check which place we are going to. So we are transiting through here like this. That means we require both 281 and 282. 2811 and 2812. So ALRS volume 1, 2811 and 2 we need. Then volume 2 we will check which we need. Again, Port Blair is coming on the west side of volume 2. That means again we will be requiring both volumes, 282, 2822 and 2821 we will require. Next, volume 3, again it's in 2 parts. Same situation, since it is connecting both the volumes, you will have to need volume 3, 283, 1 and 2 we will require. 285 is just a single volume, so we will take volume 5 itself. And 286 we will see. 286 we won't be needing 2 books, because 2864 is going to cover Port Blair also. So 2864 is the book that we will be requiring. Volume 4 you will have to take it, and volume 4 is a single book, volume 5 is also a single book. Volume 6 you will take 2864. After this comes the Nautical Almanac. You will take the Nautical Almanac. After the Nautical Almanac, all this you won't be needing. Then comes the list, cumulative list. So which month you are in. If you are in after July, then you will be buying 2, 3, 4 Bravo. If it is before July till December, sorry, from January to July, you will be using 234A. After July, 234B. Then the annual notice to mariners, both the volumes you will be requiring. So I'll take it as in the month of March, so we will take it as 234A, then 2471 and 2. These are the annual notice to mariners. And leisure, Admiralty leisure volumes you won't be using. So this is practically and basically what covers the passage plan requirements for OPL to Port Blair. So I believe you got a good understanding of how to select the charts for the required voyage. So this will be the charts and publications you will be requiring for a transit through Singapore. So depending upon the port, I have just added the publications, but the charts, these charts will be required for Singapore transit. I believe you got a good understanding on doing a passage plan through Singapore and Malacca. Thank you for watching.